Differential privacy is a mathematical definition of privacy. It provides the probability that a query will not reveal whether any one person is present in the data, let alone what data belongs to them. It makes it possible for companies to share aggregate data without violating the privacy of individuals. Why is it needed? Other means of protecting privacy prevent meaningful analyses or can be broken. For example, encryption means the data is completely private, but unfortunately, it also isn't usable for analyses. Each response gets a different encrypted code, even if they are the same response within a set of possible responses for a field. Another option, anonymization, where you remove the direct identifiers, can be manipulated to identify individuals. Curation is yet another option. Just don't give people direct access to the data. You can use a trusted curator to act as a mediator. Analysts submit the query to the curator performs the query and returns only the result. The problem with this is that with some cleverly constructed queries, the analysts might be able to de-identify the data by comparing the results. Differential privacy essentially designs a safe curator that mathematically protects privacy. This process provides useful data that allows statistical analysis and protects individual privacy. Imagine you have two data sets, identical except for one individual's data. Differential privacy ensures that the probability of getting a given result is the same regardless of which of those two data sets it is run on. Epsilon is the metric of the privacy loss with a differential change in data, adding or removing one entry. The smaller epsilon is, the greater the privacy. A value of 0 leads to complete privacy, but a complete lack of utility in terms of analysis. The curator, or privacy guard, adds random noise to the data. Let's say you are asking people a sensitive question, such as, have you been asked to do something unethical by your current boss? People may want to protect themselves and lie to avoid any negative consequences. Instead, differential privacy provides a way to add random noise and protect individual answers. The process of adding random noise is essentially randomization. Picture this. For each response, you will essentially randomly flip a coin. If the coin returns heads, you will return the real answer. If the coin returns tails, you will flip a coin again. If that second coin is heads, then you will return yes. And if it's tails, then you will return no. This process creates plausible deniability for individuals because they can deny their answer because of the randomness of the coin toss. The coin doesn't need to be balanced. You can change the ratio of truth to noise. And analysts can still mathematically infer the percentage of people who were actually asked to do something unethical by their current boss. The more times you apply the algorithm to the data, the more privacy loss will occur. The smaller the value of epsilon, the fewer times you can access the data before privacy is lost. This is similar to playing the kids' game I Spy or Hot and Cold. With repeated questions, you get more information that helps you determine the correct answer. There is also the problem of repeated queries. If someone asks the same question multiple times and gets a new answer with new noise each time, privacy will break down. You can use some aggregate results to filter out noise through averaging and reconstruct the original data. One way to combat this is to set a maximum privacy loss, the privacy budget. If the number of queries exceeds the threshold, the curator will simply stop answering. Local versus global. Local differential privacy involves users adding the noise to their data before it is sent to the database. Our example of the random coin toss before answering the question about your boss and ethics is local differential privacy because the randomization happens at the local level. It introduces a lot of noise. Global differential privacy requires trust because the individuals have to send their real answers to the database, and the noise is added when a result of a submitted query is sent back to the analyst.